Hey guys, what's up? I'm back here with another video. You don't know what time it is because this is a random video. Because I've been thinking lately, I still owe it to you guys when I didn't film for like a week or two. And I've been actually having this idea on like the video that I'm doing right now. I've actually had it in my mind for a little bit now. So I've been thinking, what a better time to do it than now. This video is my top 5 favorite superstars of I guess you could say of each brand, and by each brand I mean Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and 205 Live. Even though NXT and 205 Live isn't really a brand, you know what I mean. So I've had this in my mind for a little bit, so let's stop the talking and let's get into it right about now. Seems good. I'm going to go from 5 to 1, starting with 205 Live, and coming in at number 5 we have the Brian Kendrick. And the reason why he's number 5 is I like him, but I don't like what they're doing with him. They're not really doing anything. Now, I understand that he just came back from I don't know, I don't want to call it a serious injury, but an almost serious injury, and I understand that he needs to wrestle, but take time off in the same aspect of wrestling. But I don't know, they could be doing more with him in my opinion, so that's why he's number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Kalisto. The reason why Kalisto is solo on this list, he would have been higher, but I don't like the whole the party thing, the thing. I don't like what they're doing with Kalisto. He went from being a U.S. champion on the main roster, beating people like Braun Strowman and garbage matches, and winning U.S. titles, to going on 205 Live to doing things. I don't know. But yeah, that's why he's number 4, Kalisto. Coming in at number 3, we have Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali is probably one of my favorites, and that's why he's number 3. I've always liked Mustafa Ali. I like what they do with him. I like the rivalry he has with number 2. Well, I guess you could call it a bidding rivalry. Not a bidding rivalry, like a budding rivalry, but it's all in the name of friendship, so who knows. So that's why Mustafa Ali is at number 3. And coming in at number 2, Cedric Alexander, the Cruiserweight Champion. Now the reason why he's in at number 2 is because I don't know, he deserves to be on the main roster, in my opinion, even though they never would put him, because he would be a good IC type champion, but they put him with 205 Live, and I understand, and he's a great wrestler, a really good wrestler, but I feel that WWE could do so much more with him in the aspect of putting him on the main roster. So yeah, coming in at number 1 is Drew Gulak. Now, I've been a fan of him since like day 1-ish, but I don't know, lately I just like what they're doing with him. The whole he's got the whole like boxing thing on, and he's like the best submissionist in the modern WWE, in my opinion, probably next to like Daniel Bryan now. So that'd be a good match, Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. Comment down below if you'd like to see that, because I know I would. But yeah, then it's hard to explain why he's number 1, but he's number 1. He's probably my favorite 205 Live. So yeah, that was 205 Live. So on to the next one. We have NXT, and coming in at number 5, we have Ricochet. And the reason why Ricochet is so low at number 5 is because I've seen some of his work, but I haven't seen all of it, so I'm not really sure on what he's capable of, especially in NXT with the talent they have, like the Lio Rush, like the Velveteen Dream, like our EC3s and our Aleister Blacks and our Adam Cole babies and people like that. So who knows? It'll be a matter of time before he's NXT champion. I can guarantee that. And then one day he'll have that title and that title. Yeah. Coming in at number 4, we have the Velveteen Dream. This guy is such an incredible athlete, and he is so good at what he does. I can't wait for him to get his big push, which I'm sure is in the near future for him, he's definitely going to be a WWE champion or IC champion. Like that is inevitable that he will be. So just watch for that. Unless WWE says, "Oh, we're gonna put this great talent on 205 Live," because we are talking about WWE here. So yeah, coming in at number 3, we have Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole. I guess the reason why he's number 3 is kind of the same reason with Ricochet. Is I've seen his work in NXT, but not really like I feel that he's put in the full potential when he was like with the Bullet Club. Too sweet. So I guess he could be doing better. I mean, the North American champion, the first ever North American champion, I guess that's a lot. But I feel that he can do a lot more being like the actual NXT champion and the future WWE champion. But yeah, we'll see in the near future. Coming in at number 2, we have EC3. Trouble. Oh no, I'm sorry, wrong brain. He's the top 1%. The top 1%. I don't like his theme. I wish he'd get the trouble. I like that theme better. Not saying that his current theme is bad, but I like the TNA one better. But yeah, reason why EC3 is higher than Adam Cole in particular is because I'm more used to EC3, so I know what he can pull out of nowhere, like what moves he can do, what he can't do, what rivalries he'll be good with, what he won't be good in rivalries with. So I can't wait to see what he does in the future, and he will definitely be a WWE champion and an IC title. I put it at that one, but that's the same title. Let me see, I got the 2 same titles right there, but well, you know what I'm saying. This turned into this, and this turned into what we got right now. Yeah. So coming in at number 1 is Aleister Black. Aleister Black's probably my favorite. There's not really much to say about him. I've been a fan of Aleister Black for a while now. I'm glad that he has the NXT champion, even though I'm pretty sure he's losing it to Lars Sullivan, because I've seen pictures of Lars Sullivan beating Aleister Black. Spoiler. Oops. But yeah, Aleister Black will definitely be IC champion. That's almost inevitable just as well. But yeah, Aleister Black at number 1 as my favorite NXT superstar. Now we have SmackDown Live, the land of opportunity, or now the land of you get a free opportunity. You don't know what I mean by that. Asuka does not deserve a championship. Excuse me. I actually like Asuka now because her undefeated streak is finally broken. That's the only reason why I didn't like her, is because I was getting sick and tired of it. It'd be Asuka in a match. Oh, we already know who wins that. The Asuka matches used to be the bathroom breaks, or the what's on Twitter, or what's on Facebook, what's on Instagram. Like that used to be what the Asuka matches were, because you always knew Asuka was gonna win. So once she lost, now the matches are finally like, oh, and I want to watch this, because like Asuka's probably gonna lose. Who knows? But yeah, I just started talking about Asuka, and she's not even on the list. So coming in at number 5, we have Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe should be on. You know what? I'm flipping number 5 with number 4. Coming in at number 5 is actually Randy Orton. I can't believe I'm saying this, because Randy Orton used to be one of my favorites, just as well as John Cena. They came in my era, the 2002, 2003. I was born in 2003, so they were really only in the business for like a year. So I kind of I did grow up watching Randy Orton and John Cena, but Randy Orton just hasn't done nothing, and I hate him when he has like U.S. titles and Intercontinental Championships. Like, he is only a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. That's the only title he can hold, in my opinion. Like, he doesn't look good with titles like that. Not that it should matter if he looks good with them or not, but he's just only a WWE World Heavyweight Champion, in my opinion. Woo! This is a long video, probably. You already know number 4. Number 4 is Samoa Joe, because I'm used to Samoa Joe. Well, I'm more used to Randy Orton, but I'm used to Samoa Joe. I know what he can do. I know what he's capable of. And I hope after this low blow rivalry with AJ and Nakamura. That we finally get a TNA rivalry renewed in AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. You know, put that down below. We all want to see that as WWE fans, but yeah, that's the reason why Samoa Joe is number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Brother Nero. Yes, Jeffrey Nero Hardy is number 3 because I wasn't able to really watch what Jeff Hardy was capable of, because by the time I started grasping what WWE and stuff was like that, and I wanted to be a wrestler, and I still do. I want to work for WWE one day. So, Jeff Hardy had just started leaving WWE to go on to TNA and better things, and he did. But now that he's finally back, I get to witness the awe of what Jeff Hardy actually is, and that's why he's number 3. Coming in at number 2 is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. AJ Styles. I forgot his name for a second. That's too sweet. But yeah, AJ Styles is number 2 because number 1 is Mr. Yes, Daniel Bryan, number 1. I don't need to explain. Daniel Bryan is the GOAT on Raw and SmackDown. But yeah, so coming in at number 1 is the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. Yeah, so like I said, number 1, Daniel Bryan. And just a quick recap: 205 Live, number 1 was Drew Gulak. NXT, number 1 was Aleister Black. SmackDown was number 1 was Daniel Bryan. And let's get on to the longest weekly episodic TV show, I think next to The Simpsons, pretty sure, is Monday Night Raw. And coming in at number 5, we have Baron Corbin. I've always liked Baron Corbin, even when he was in NXT, and they used to do the 1, 2, 3 to count how long his matches are. I've been a fan of Baron Corbin since that, and what they do with him is absolute garbage, and he deserves better. He should be an IC title. He should be a WWE champion, but WWE won't give it to him anytime soon because we all know WWE. So coming in at number 4 is the Destroyer, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's so low on the list because I'm used to him more because of TNA, and I don't know what he can actually accomplish in WWE. I'm not sure the rivalries that he can have. Not saying that I'm not a fan of him. I've liked Bobby Lashley ever since he went to TNA. But it's just what I'm going to see in the near future and why Bobby Lashley is so low. Meanwhile, coming in at number 3 is Braun. I swear my phone goes off one more time. Yes, Braun Strowman is number 3. Braun Strowman is probably the best big baby face you could have in WWE. He's so hilarious, even though the whole the whole thing when Braun Strowman hit that shoulder tackle to Drew McIntyre, that was completely unscripted and was not supposed to happen. It was not supposed to break, but it did. And yeah, needless to say, we probably won't be seeing that anytime anymore. But Braun Strowman is just, he's my favorite because he went from being the whole "I'm not done with you" to the poor guy serving food for the superstars. But yeah, now he's a babyface, and I really like Braun Strowman. But yeah, coming in at number 2, I can't believe I'm doing this, but we have Seth Rollins and Mr. Burn It Down. Oh, I hurt my elbow. Yeah, Seth Rollins is definitely number 2. He is the face of Monday Night Raw. Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar is not the face of anything except for UFC and Dana White. That's the only face that Brock Lesnar is for. Seth Rollins is Mr. Burn It Down or Mr. Burn It Down. He is the face of Monday Night Raw. Whether you agree with me or not, this is my opinion. But yeah, coming in number 1, we have Too Sweet Finn Balor, who desperately needs a heel turn. You heard me right. Finn Balor needs a heel turn so he can finally get that belt right there. That one right there. That one. Oh wait, but it's on SmackDown. He needs that one in particular, but in red. He needs his Universal Championship rematch, which he is owed. Same thing with Kevin Owens and Goldberg. Think about this fact. No one's ever gotten a rematch for the Universal title. Good job, WWE. You're smart. So, yeah, this was kind of a longer video. Wow, 15 minutes. Not bad. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really would like if you guys comment down below if you would like more videos like this. I have an idea on doing the same thing like this, but my top 5 tag team, my favorite tag teams for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and if there's tag teams on 205 Live. So I would really like your guys' opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like, comment down below, and subscribe. I want 30 by the end of this month. I know you guys can do it by smashing that subscribe button and sharing these videos. So thank you and have a good night.